Hello, my dear. Ron Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? So, what was I going to say? Oh, you've done this before, so you kind of know how it works, but I like to remind people that if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind, because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, ah, I know what he's talking about. It's non-exact science, so you might have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. Eclipse Day. Look, the last one was, for some reason, I felt like I needed to show my shirt. 2017. So, getting ready to go outside here pretty quick. Go see what I can see. Hang on. I get the feeling I need to be pulling you a card real quick. A lot of times they'll nudge me to pull a card for you, and almost always a release card, something you need to let go of. And I shuffle until he tells me when to stop. So he picks the card. I only shuffle once, just one little, he says, that one. Okay. Anyway, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So let go of those old beliefs about yourself because they're not true anymore. You're not back there. They're outdated. They need to be. They don't belong to you anymore. He's touching my hair. It feels like a bug crawling right here. But that's him. That's his energy. So he does that to you, whether you know that's him or not. He does that to you. And everybody feels the energy different. You're not going to feel it the same way I do, but that feels like a bug crawling on me. And anything touches this spiky hair, I feel it. So he says, yes, I still love you. Love never dies. And once we get up here, it grows more. And they're not really up there. They're really here. He felt like people were ashamed of him. I don't know if he's talking about you in particular. He felt like people were ashamed of him and even maybe still are. He couldn't. He's still doing it now. It's moving. Feels like a bug crawling across my head. I don't have head lice. Not that I know of. Anyway, he's not saying that you are not. He's going, yes. When I ask him if he was upset about you moving forward with your life, he goes, yes. He's excited for it. He's walking. He'll be with you every step of the way. He will be with you every step of the way. Now, you can always tell him to back off, but it's different once we get up there. It's not going to be like husband. I don't want to say this. He won't be watching you like a jealous husband. It'll be more like somebody that loves you, that still wants to help you, that still wants good things for your life, in your life. And he would like to help with that, but not get in the way. He says, we're supposed to move on. We're supposed to go back out and find happiness. It's not that you're, say it again. It's not that you're disrespecting me or my memory. It's what you're supposed to do in our life plan. And so this is what I've heard from all of them. Exactly what he's saying. Excuse me. When we transition, we're cleansed. We're cleansed when we get there. And I call it peeling us like an onion. They pull up all that heavy crap from earth, the anger, the hate, the greed, all those heavy energies that have no place up there. And they peel that off of you until you're clean, till you're cleansed, till you're light and bright, your soul, your spirit can vibrate at the energy level that it's supposed to. So there's no jealousy. We want all of our loved ones to have a perfect life. And whatever he was good at here, you need help with something. Let's say your car breaks down. I don't know if you worked on cars or knew how to work on them, but anyway, something that he knew here. I always say if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in, don't ask Uncle Joe to help you with financial stuff down here because he didn't understand how that worked. Let's say your car breaks down, you go, boy, I need a really good cheap mechanic. And ask him, give him permission. He can't override your free will choice, but ask him for help and then just kind of let it go. And somebody will call you, you'll run into somebody, or your dad will come over and do it, or, whatever. It's just the way it works. So again, he's saying, bug. There's no bug there. Again, he's saying, yes, of course, I still love you and always will. Okay, so he pulled my eyes to, I have a little list of things here. And one of them on the list is remember my dreams. So he's come to you in dreams. There's dreams and there's visitations. I've only had 1 or 2 true visitations. It was in a dream. Quit making me itch. But when you wake up from a dream, it starts to dissipate real fast and you'll forget it if you don't write it down immediately. Through visitations, I still remember pictures on the walls, exactly how I came into the room. He had a box for me. He went out the back door to get something else for me. The conversation, remember it all. And I'm old, I forget everything. That's a true visitation. And he just told me to shut up. Not your guy, my guy, that I was talking about the visitation. He just said, shut up, Rhonda. I'm supposed to talk, Bob. This is my few minutes to talk. So, he says, when you move, not if you move, when you move. I don't know if he's going to give me a timeline. He's given me the feeling that it's going to be after you move that you meet a female friend and you're going to be very good friends. Very good friends. It's going to be a new friend. Kind of like a ride or die bitch. Ride and die bitch kind of friend. And he's looking at you and he goes, what up? What up? I can't do it right. I try to do it to my grandson all the time and it never sounds right. So speaking of my grandson, he's out there talking. I hope he's not talking to himself like I do. So he says it will be very healing for you. It will be very good for you to meet this girl. It will be almost a feeling of like a soulmate. Soulmates come in all sizes and all sexes and all packages. Soulmate does not mean your husband or your wife or whichever thing you're in. soulmate can be clear across the country or across the world. You just know, you just feel it. And you have several soulmates in your life. It's several at the same time. It's soulmate doesn't have to be your mate. It can be your best friend. Why is he showing me an ocean liner? Did you go on a cruise, or did you want to go? Are you thinking about going on a cruise, or you're wanting to go on a cruise? Don't forget to pay your way. I have no idea what he means. They don't always explain. And now he draws my eyes to my other little sticky note that says, I am worthy. WORTHY. Well, if you don't feel like you're worthy enough, or you know how us girls get, we never think we're good enough. Put little sticky notes around your house. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am loved because I love myself. Not in a big ego way. He's wanting me to say that to you. Things you need to say to yourself. Okay, he's saying again, not in an ego way. It's not like I love myself. It's love myself. Really love myself. Not in a pushy, arrogant way, to other people. He says, love yourself more than you love anybody else. Because you need to be number one. Prioritize yourself because you need to be number one. And I'll always be there. Just trust and believe it. We got quiet. Okay, you're going to hear some kind of tapping. It doesn't have to be just in your home. It can be in your car. It can be, if you work in an office, it can be in your office. It doesn't matter. It's like playing drums with your fingers on the table. It's kind of like that kind of, it's got a little bit of a rhythm to it. So whenever you hear that, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more signs if you want more signs. Again, he's saying, I'll be with you every step of the way. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is call. Be right by your side. You've got a friend. Who sings that song? For me, ask Alexa. Okay, the song You've Got a Friend by Carole King. Go play that song. There's a message in there for you from him. He says, think of me as your best friend. Talk to me. Tell me all your troubles. I don't judge anymore. And I'll be your best friend for eternity. Because you're special. He's singing. Did he used to sing a lot? Now he's singing, hang on, let me find it. He wants you to start going around singing zippity doo dah, zippity day, zippity day. Good grief, Rhonda, talk. My oh my, what a wonderful day. That didn't bring up the artist that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of back in Walt Disney, Jiminy Cricket days. Seems like that's who used to sing it. Sing that to yourself, especially if. And do you get road rage? That's not where I was going to go with it. He's showing like somebody cuts you off in traffic or something, and you're wanting to flip them off and tell them F off and blah, blah, blah. He says, instead, start singing zippity doo dah, and it'll make you laugh. and it'll change that whole anger thing. I get road rage when I go inside Walmart. I get what I call Walmart road rage. I get angry in there. And I'm always telling people, when you go in the doors, throw your love out there. It's all energy. But I get cranky in there, especially when somebody gets their cart in my way. I need to start singing Zippity Doo Dah when I go into Walmart. I try to stay out of there. I have delivery. So anyway, put a sticky note in your car. Or if somebody at work pisses you off, just, and because it will amaze people when you start singing Zippity Doo Dah and you start giggling, even if you don't have to sing it out loud, just so you know you're singing it, and you start giggling, and they go, I thought I just pissed her off. What the hell's going on here? You're going to mess them up. And they'll quit doing it. Eventually, you're going to go, it makes her happy. What the hell? I don't want to make her happy. I want to piss her off. He wants you to try that. I'll put a sticky note in my truck. Maybe I can remember that next time I go into a store. They're going to wonder why I'm walking in laughing. Okay. This is making me giggle. He says you know he's around. You know he is. You really don't question it. No, he says sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. But deep down, you know he's around. And you know he's a good guy for you to have around. I went to one home, and they had so many spirits. It was like a revolving door. They just kept people they didn't know. They go, oh hell, we need to tell these guys they got to leave. But there was 4 grandparents there too, and I said, were any of those grandparents an asshole? And she said no. I said, so we'll leave all 4 of them here because they are good protection, and I would leave a loving family relative there. He will be good protection for you. So we don't want to ask him to leave. And I don't even know why he brought that up. He says, I will not get in the way, I promise. I just want to hang out. Because I love your energy. And I love you. And he kind of sighs, even though we're not sad when we get there. Kind of like, feel like you wish you could have had longer. But he says it was my time to go. And he's sending you oodles and bundles of love. And he's really trying to push that love energy on you. So if sometimes you get just out of the blue, you get a chill, like, or all the hair stands up on your body, that's his energy, trying to give you love energy. So it's not an energy you should push away. It's an energy you should say, yes, I want to fully accept this, because he's trying to bring you love and peace. He says he wants the best for you. And don't feel guilty about moving on. And I think I already said it. They all say that. They all say they want you happy. They want you to have love in your life, because that's why we're here. Our ultimate goal is to get to the highest vibration of love. That's our purpose. And if every single person did that, we wouldn't have any wars. We wouldn't have any hate. Okay, with that, he's leaving. He says, I'm satisfied. How about you? So don't be afraid to call on him. There's no jealousy. There's nothing. From time to time, you're going to see, let's say you go to a restaurant or something on a date. And out of the corner of your eye, You see somebody walking into the restaurant or sitting at another table or something, and you think, oh my God, that's him. And when you look and you go, no, of course it's not him. But it is in a way because, okay, how do I explain this? It's like my Bob. I would hear a song on the radio as I'm driving down the road and I would go, is this song from you? Because I feel like it's from you. And like either a truck just like the one he used to drive would be sitting at the stop sign or going the other way, or there would be somebody in a vehicle or standing on the corner or something that looked just like him, or the truck in front of me. The guy driving it looked just like him. I've had it happen so many times. So know that that's still a sign from him. He says, with that, I love you and I'm leaving. Bye-bye. Now he's kind of trying to do like a what up, and I can't do it either. Okay, my dear. Thank you very much for allowing me to be his voice. I'm gonna go out and look at the sun and burn my eyeballs. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Peace.